Welcome. Good afternoon. Today is August 10th, 2026. On a Monday, we are here for a land use hearing for the Board of County Commissioners of Larimer County for our 3 p.m. land use hearing. I am Chair Larimer County Commissioner Jody Shai McNally. I call this meeting order, and I want ask, as our tradition, for us to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join us as you are able. Okay, thank you all for joining us for the Pledge of Allegiance. Again, I'm Chair Larimer County Commissioner Jody Shai McNally. Thank you all for joining us at the dais. I am joined by Commissioners Kristen Stevens and Commissioner John Gafalis. We also have amazing folks from the Clerk and Recorder's Office today. Lindsay Tracy is joining us. Thank you, Lindsay, for being here today, and appreciate all that you do. We also have our county attorney's office, Attorney Christine Luckinson. Hello, Christine. We have Jenny Axmaker from our planning manager for this hearing. Sorry, just making sure we get all this done. And I'm going to turn this over to her, our planning manager, to make some introductions to the rest of the people that are in the room, and then also just to share some hearing procedure instructions. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Joining me at the dais, we have Eric Tracy from our engineering department, and we have our code compliance supervisor, Amy White. Also joining me is Ryan Oswendell from our planning tech support group. So with that, please help yourself to an agenda. They're by the door, and we respectfully request that you that audience members silence their electronic devices. If you're joining us online, you can find the agenda on our website at larimer.gov/BOCC/commissioners-meetings. Please wait to speak until recognized by the chair. Please maintain civility, refraining from audience applause, comments, or disruptions, whether positive or negative. Please make all comments to the Board of County Commissioners from the podium. We do have a portable microphone available as needed, and we also have assisted listening devices for the hearing impaired. Please state your name at the beginning of your comments and provide the spelling of your name if it's unique, and please speak directly into the microphone. For those on Zoom, attendees will be muted until they're recognized by the chair. If an online attendee wishes to speak or request a consent item to be removed, please use the raise hand function on the Zoom control bar or *9 on your phone. That is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Now I'll go through some additional information, including what is on our agenda today. We have 2 items. One is on consent and one is on public hearing discussions. Typically, items on consent are considered routine in nature, and as far as we know, there is no perceived controversy. Items that on the consent agenda will not have a staff presentation. The applicant, which is this time Larimer County when the applicant, items will not get to speak, and there will not be an opportunity for public comment unless the item is pulled off from the consent agenda, and commissioners are able to pull this item from the consent agenda as well as the public. If that occurs, there'll be a presentation, public comment, and all of the rest. And so now for this item, I'm going to just, there's one item there, which is the public hearing consent item, adoption of the Transportation Capital Expansion Fee Study and the Land Use Code Amendments, file number 26-CODE0291. And for items that are on the consent agenda, there'll be a presentation from staff. There's an opportunity for the applicant to make their case. We won't be able to that today. We just have an ordinance. So we're just going to ask questions and go in and vote for that. So I won't go in through all the details because today we just have a rubbish ordinance update. And so we won't have really an applicant. But if there is public comment, we will have that time for that. So I mentioned the consent agenda number, but now I'll talk about HB 26-1239, rubbish ordinance update, second reading, file number 26-CODE0293. So first, I will ask commissioners if there's any items that you wish to pull from the consent agenda. Okay, so I don't see anybody signed up for public comment. Ryan, is there anyone online for public comment regarding this item?
If any members of the public online would like to speak on this item or remove it from the consent agenda, please use the raise your hand function or *9 now. Madam Chair, we have no hands raised.
Okay, we'll close public comment. So now I will ask Commissioner Stevens to make that motion for us to approve the consent agenda, please.
Yes, Madam Chair. I move that the Board of County Commissioners approve the consent agenda, subject to any conditions of approval as set out in the staff report, and authorize the chair to sign the findings and resolutions for this item.
Thank you for that motion. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
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 That passes 3-0. Okay, thank you all. Anybody associated with that, if you wish to leave the room, you may. So now we're going to move on to our discussion item, and this is for the rubbish ordinance update, file number 26-CODE0293. And I believe I'm turning this over to Amy White.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Amy White, Code Compliance Supervisor. Just by way of memory, we did the first reading of the rubbish ordinance on July 13th, and we are now here for the second reading. Because we did not receive any comment from the public, I am able just to read this by the title, and that title is Larimer County Ordinance Regulations Relating to the Accumulation and Removal of Rubbish. And with that, we have prepared a motion for to be voted on, and then I will publish the ordinance for 30 days, and after that point, it will become effective sometime early September.
Thank you, Amy. Is there any questions, comments? All right, Commissioner Kafalis, would you please make that motion? For the discussion item, it's up there.
Yes, I move. This is a discussion item. Shouldn't we make available if there's any?
But that's what she said, since it was no public comment.
That was on the previous. I'm a little confused.
Is there any public comment? There's no one signed up.
I don't think there is, but
If any members of the public online would like to speak on the item, please use the raise your hand function or *9 now. No hands raised.
Yep. And there's no one signed up, so we'll close public comment. So there's just the reading, as Amy had stated, because there was no public comment from before. Christine, you want to clarify this for Commissioner Gaffal?
That's correct, and we can just clarify for the record, there was no comment received on the version that we previously published. Is that correct?
That is correct.
okay, I'll offer the motion. I move the Board of County Commissioners adopt the updated amended rubbish ordinance on this second reading in order that it be published in a newspaper of general circulation and shall become effective 30 days after publication.
Thank you for that motion. Is there any further deliberation?
No.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 That passes 3-0. Okay, that is all that's on our agenda today. We have no other business before the board for our land use hearing. And so we appreciate you joining us. And at 3:08, we are adjourned. Have a wonderful afternoon.